everybody, it's Jasmine Godding, if you do not know, and if you are not subscribed, please go subscribe. Around here we drink tea or else we drink water. We gotta stay hydrated one way or another, right? So yes, how we're gonna flourish, you know, because we're all flowers, and I'm definitely a flower because my name is Jasmine, is because I stay hydrated. So boom bam, thank you ma'am. So the top 3 things that I wish that I knew in my early 20s. Now yeah, first things first, do not go to school without a plan. Go to school, kids. But wait, there's more. Go to school, kids. Go to school. I'm not telling y'all not to go to school. I'm telling y'all not to go to school without a plan. I was the first person in my household that went to college, and the pressure was definitely on me. When I was approaching like graduating from high school, I didn't have a plan. Me and my boyfriend now, we were just now, you know, getting together and establishing a relationship, and we would just hold each other and just like be crying like, oh my god, I wanna Lord, I'm telling the kids out there, but I'm gonna touch on that. Figure out a game plan, and especially while you're young, only consider you first. And I know that might sound like, oh my god, be selfish. Yeah. When you are young, you definitely don't owe anybody anything, and your responsibility level, especially when you don't have kids, is like none. Like I mean, it's like none. Only thing you gotta worry about is taking care of yourself for the most part, and everybody will be very sympathetic with you because you are, or empathetic. Everybody will sympathize with you because you are young and you're learning, like, at the end of the day. So a lot of people are going to be more so willing to support you while you're younger versus while you're older and trying to figure things out. So definitely be selfish. What I meant by don't go to school until you have a plan or without a plan is because I didn't technically have a major. I worked full-time, I went to school full-time, and it was hard. I was not able to hang out with my friends because I prioritized work. And, you know, I wasn't able to, like, really spend my money responsibly because when I did have some time to myself, I was either doing homework or else, like, in between classes, I was doing my homework. But if I did have time to myself, I was usually on the internet all night shopping. And when I tell y'all, like, I had a shopping addiction, I had a whole shopping addiction. Like, it was so bad. So I was literally up all night scrolling either on my phone or like on like my computer, eating and buying stuff. And I used to have several packages. Back then they didn't consolidate packages like how they do now. So I used to have several packages waiting for me almost every single day. It was so bad. But I really didn't have any responsibilities, and I wasn't being held accountable to anything but my phone bill, food, sometimes gas money, you know, things like that, and clothes. So I would most definitely say have a game plan. To this day, okay, up until recently, I was still paying on my student loans, and that's not fun. Like, how do you, the expectancy to get to an island, okay, when you don't even know how to swim and you ain't got no boat or nothing. So what if somebody come and push you in the water? What you gonna do? I mean, you're gonna learn how to swim because naturally, as humans, we do learn to adapt. But it's like, I wasn't prepared for this, and you're gonna feel the notion that you are drowning. So oh my god, that's what I have felt. So yeah, so I'm gonna just close on that one, but definitely don't go to school without a game plan. Definitely go to school, but just don't go without a game plan. Sometimes you need, and a lot of people are like, oh, don't have a plan B, that new little saying now. No, definitely have a plan A through Z, okay, about what you want to do to your life, with your life. The newest thing now that, you know, COVID has taught us is that, especially me, because I was whole furloughed for 5 weeks and I was not paid for 3 of them, okay? And I wasn't paid the additional money either. Them financial accountant or whoever from unemployment was good. Yeah, what's good? I want my money and I want my money now. It's my money. And okay, it's not even about that. But I was furloughed and it was hard. It was so hard, man. It was so hard. And I was just like, man, I had all of these plans with my job and what I would do with the income from that. And no, no, COVID was like, Corona was like, girl, bye. What you thought? Girl, bye. 2020 is my year. And yeah, she came and she yeah. And I mean, I am very fortunate and I'm very, very blessed that I have not been, or my family has not been affected. You know, I think I do have one cousin, but yeah. So I'm very, very blessed and my heart goes out to those who have suffered from this. I'm so sorry for, you know, anything that you guys have been through, and also as well, yeah, I'm just end off on that, but my heart goes out to you guys. The next thing would be is you need to establish credit, and what I mean by that is do not get credit cards. Like, if you must have a credit card, please, 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 please use it towards something that you know that you absolutely want and you're gonna pay off, or else something that you need. Also, put it in the hands of someone that is financially responsible. I know a lot of people don't have access to a lot of people that are, but definitely I would say seek help from someone, even if, you know, you have to use a little bit of your refund money or something like that towards paying somebody that's in accounting, at least, you know, or else at least find like a friend where you guys could do trade-offs, something like that. And I'm telling y'all this because there's a saying, oh, you ain't got no credit, you got good credit, or, you know, not having credit is not good credit. And that is so true. That's so true. But a lot of people that say that, they tend to be kind of like sharks, that, you know, they have like these interests and stuff like that, rates and stuff, and they want you to really, really establish credit with them. But you have to think of it in the mindset that credit is kind of working against you. And even Brenda said this, like, this was very, very smart, but he even said it like, you know, they don't want you to pay the bills off, they want you to have high interest rates. And I would definitely agree, because when I was, you know, kicking it, I'm like, well, I got good credit, you know, I was about to ball out, be the baddest one walking out, you know what I'm saying, on credit though. I got a Victoria's Secret credit card. This spending limit was $250, then $500, then $750. When I ended up having to pay the money back, it was like almost $1,500. Okay, yeah, that's bad. My credit limit, right, was $750. So how do you get that because of interest? It builds up. Sometimes it completely just, like, I need everything, like, just swipe you out. And did I know anything about that? Was I paying attention to that? No, I was not. But of course, like, who else? I mean, you know, 19-year-old is gonna pay attention to something like that. So that's why I said, if you do trust somebody, put your finances in someone who actually knows and someone who actually can help you out. One tip that I do have for you guys is also finance on a car while you're young. What I mean by that is, and I know this might be like, what? Are you serious? What I mean by that is, if you must have a credit card, if you must, you know, have a car, I would say finance would be the route. For me, okay, like this is for someone who does not have that much experience like with cars or anything like that, but definitely it's gonna push you into the realm of being more responsible. Getting around is everything to a young adult or a teenager, because you want to get around, you need to go to work, you know, you need to hang out with friends, you know, y'all need to do all of y'all stuff and go get food and party and kick it and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, so it's a priority right now, right, so it's definitely a priority. So I would say finance on a car. Now then, you know, you get something that is decent, pretty new, but also too, it's gonna put you in the mindset of, okay, I need to take care of this. And I didn't know nothing about cars. I still kind of don't, but you know, she's learning. But it's just gonna help. It's just gonna definitely help, because it's just gonna help. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's gonna help you. Like, I wish that I would have financed for a car a long time ago. Like, even before I got my little Victoria's Secret credit card, I wish I would have went and got a credit card so I could, yes. So that's why I'm saying this, is because that's going to help out with your credit. That's going to help you establish your credit. By the time you reach, you know, if you're paying the minimum balances, in which they typically are not that high, but when you, say for instance, if you complete like a financial aid or something like that, that's already going towards your credit. That's already something that is helping you establish credit. Now, I'm not saying helping like it's good, or you know, it's all good or it's bad, because it really, yeah, it ain't. But also too, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just saying this is something that I would do. But yeah, so this is something that's helping you establish your credit already. So you have to think about it like this. Okay, I need to borrow so I can get what I need out of the situation. Okay, so I can get what I need, what I want, and I could prosper like that. So you have to figure out ways that you could kind of work the system. If you know that credit card from Capital One is going to be, you know, that balance is going to be due, minimum balance is going to be, let's say, $100 a month towards your debt, and the credit limit on that is $500, versus, you know, when your car note is going to be due every month, and let's say that's due, you know, towards the middle of the month, and that's going to be you know, your balance is, minimum balance for that is going to be $300. Usually every car note is, but you know that you have this balance of a credit limit of $500 on your Capital One card, right? You can take that, have auto payments come out, and you can technically speaking, be paying on that credit card, be paying on your car note $100 a month, if that makes sense. So, and that's because you're paying your minimum balance and you're making sure that that's up to date and on time. Now, you gotta stay on top of it. Don't be like, oh, Jasmine. No, because when you slowly start to add it up, I'm just saying, this is ways to, you have to figure out how to work the system. Like, that's the best way I could say it. But if you know that your Capital One card is it has that credit limit of $500, that's going to give you technically like a lien or a leeway towards, you know, the next monthly payment that is, you know, another $300, is going to give you a leeway of $200. So I don't want to confuse nobody when I say that, but you know, you just got to think about it like that. Then you have a Chase what happens, or Chase what matters. Okay, you have a Chase credit card that is going to allow for you to have $250. So you can think, okay, well, my phone bill is you know, another $100 per month. Take that from the chase, because guess what, not guess what, the balance is lower, and also that's going to give you $150 leeway towards the next bill. But you want to always subtract what you're spending automatically like that, because that's how people get messed up with their credit cards, and you want to pay it off ASAP. So instead of paying everything out in cash, you got your look, I'm sounding like an old person already, but see, baby, you got your phone bill, you got your car note, okay? So instead of paying $400 in cash, technically every month, technically from the credit cards, you're only paying, if you're doing minimum balances, which I really don't suggest, I would always say add an extra 50 for every 100 that you spend. You are paying, and when it start to get up there, when it start to get up there, anything past $400, pay an additional 100 towards the minimum balance, just to keep those interest rates down and APRs down and stuff like that. But yeah, so instead of paying the $4 every month, you're only paying $100. I mean, you're only paying $200 technically. Like, you know, so just think about it like that. It's something to sit down and talk to a financial advisor about. But also, too, it's not going to be you breaking your back. You know what I mean? And, like, in the name of Dave Ramsey, always keep you that little envelope with some money on the side. You know, a rainy day, the little umbrella envelope. I always do that. But, yeah, so when I was in college, I had no idea. I was just like, oh, okay. And then when I'm surrounded by my friends who prioritize food and clothes and stuff like that with our refund checks or vacations, it was just hard. It was hard. I'm like, you know, I need to keep up with what everybody's doing. I also need to buy books. I need to do this. I need, you know. And I would say that appointing, I don't think they should do this with freshmen, but appointing, you know, somebody that young with that amount of money in, you know, such a short period of time, I don't think that that's smart. But then again, you know, like, my little conspiracy theory would be that would be the system working against you, but we're not talking about that right now. So yeah. But most definitely, I mean, just take in consideration what I said. Yeah, because it can get a little sticky, but just, you got to figure out ways to work the system. But I would definitely not wait until you're 25 to get a credit card. We got houses to buy, we got cars to buy, you know, and everything, how the way this world is set up is revolving around credit. So yeah, but don't think about life as to ball, think about life as to live. I live for yourself. That's all that I could suggest to you guys. My very, very last thing, y'all know how I said, like, I kind of did this, but I kind of stayed around, like, for my relationship. Don't fall in love when you are in your younger 20s, when you are a teenager. And I know it can be hard to say, like, what, don't fall in love? Okay, fall in love, but don't be in a relationship. If you gotta do it, just don't be in a relationship. And I say that because when you, in that time, you're making major life decisions that is going to affect you for the rest of your life, right? It is. Like, it really, really is. You know, when you start having sex, when you start spending money, when you start being out, like, in the streets, or, you know, you start being around a certain crowd of people, your parents are not going to always be there, you know, to support you. Your parents are not going to be like, okay, you know, when you decide to do this, we're going to, you know, when you decide to have sex, we're going to start, you know, we're going to make sure that we're there to take care of your kids. And even if they was saying something like that, that's not promised. That's not promised to you. But also, being young, look, I remember back when I was young, being young, it's such a great experience. It is, because you don't know, but also you don't want to let that get you in trouble. So meanwhile, while that boyfriend or while that girlfriend seems like everything in the whole wide world that you ever imagined, the best thing that could have happened to you, is so much more in store for you. It's so much more in store for you. It is. It is. Like, I can honestly say that. I can really, really honestly say that. But like I said, while you're trying to make these major life decisions, you don't want to have to feel like you got a ball and chain around your ankle. Like, you don't want to have to consider somebody else or put your life on the back burner, especially while you're young. Like, that's, because they can seem like it's everything to you, and then boom, like that, and 3 to 6 months, it's nothing to you, and you just left there stuck for the rest of your life with a certain situation that you really can't get out of. So I don't mean to scare nobody, but I'm just saying, that's the tea on that. I'm so goofy. That was my top 3 things on what I wish I knew in my early 20s. So guys, like I said, please comment, like, and subscribe down below. Please tell me what were maybe your 3 top mistakes that you made in your early 20s. I would like to read that. I really would. Even leave a little short story, okay? And when you do, I will shout you out in my next video. I will shout you out in my next video. Look, I got a little tea in me, and now I think I'm Whitney Houston. Ruben Studdard. I love you guys. Please stay hydrated and blessed. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.